What's up, collectors? P-Rockzilla back again for another review, and today we're taking a look at the S.H.Figuarts Son Gohan Beast Mode from the newer Dragon Ball Super movie, which, in my opinion, to me, when I first saw the trailers, I was not excited for that movie, and then upon watching it, I walked away more impressed. It was a good movie. The music, the animation was awesome. Some of the characters, especially this one here, Son Gohan Beast, woo, that was a cool character. And that orange Piccolo, he got huge and everything. That was definitely not cool. So that's one piece I am looking forward to. I should be having soon. I'm pretty sure I pre-ordered. So I'm not sure if this one's coming first. I got to check my order. Anyways, I was excited for this guy right here. The movie was good. Not as good as the Broly movie, but good enough for me to watch and want some of the figures. So when I was in New York Comic-Con last year, they had the original cast, like the original releases, available at Comic-Con. So I picked those up in hopes that they were going to release this guy right here, because they did show him there. So grabbed him, and the Piccolo's coming up soon. So can't wait for this. Before we get into the review, please hit that like, subscribe button, click that bell notification. And I hope you guys seen the cartoon. If not, then hey, just enjoy the review. So let's get this review started. Got it. What's up, fellow collectors? Die action. Dale. Let's go ahead and take a look at the box before we get the figure out the box. Right in the front, you got that cool pose of Gohan right there. I love the hair thing. You just like the Ultra Instinct, but Gohan's version of it. I love the way that looks. I only watched the movie one time. I do need to rewatch it because I kind of forgot what some of the story, plot, and stuff was. It's been a while, and yeah, it's like I said, it was not the best, but it was definitely good, definitely worth watching. So right here, you can see the different poses that you can actually get the figure in. Gohan with the other head sculpt on right there. Blast effect, finally one that actually comes with blast effects. So that's pretty cool right there. All the legal information, I can't read half the stuff right here. Dragon Ball Super, Son Gohan right there. You can see it on the side right there, right on the top. Some more poses right there. All right, let's go ahead and get Gohan out of the box so we see everything that comes in the package in 4K. So once you get Gohan out the package, you get one clamshell only, and right there you can see everything laid out beautifully right there. All the accessories, swappable hands, faces, arms, the beautiful blast effect. I like the way the light's hitting through the plastic, so I can't wait to see it out of the plastic. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get Gohan and all these accessories out so we can take a close look and fine detail everything he comes with. Alright, so there we have Gohan Beast laid out with all the accessories that come in the package. So of course, let's get the figure first. And yeah, man, this looks good, man. This is just like the way he looks in the movie. Love that stern look, just like his father, but love that look. Love the hair. Where spiky as it is. The hints on there. That looks real good. Love the tattering and the battle effects on the suit and the gi. You can see rips all across. Rips on the side right there. Like the way he's hanging off there. The sculpting he did on that portion right there. All through the back. You see a little bit, some kind of rips and tears going through. Nice tear right here. Then they got those funky shoes. These shoes look uncomfortable. They're like kind of like anime Uggs or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, all right. So yep, that's Gohan. I mean, this is pretty basic character. This is it's more of the hair. The look up here is what more gets the character. This gives you more of the different look of the character. So with that in mind, let's go look at the articulation from starting with the head. So he can look very far down. Wow, his chin to chest. Wow, so that's good for like wrestling right there. All right, so you can look very far down and not too far up. That kind of sucks. I guess because the hair right there is limiting the articulation right there. So yeah, not too far up. So not too bad. You can go sideways, do full 360. You can go pivot sideways. All right, so there we go. You have, I think, 2 points of articulation. I think that neck may articulate too. I'm not sure. More likely to have to mess around with it. I'll let you guys know in one of the final poses. The arms. This is more. Oh, this is different. Yeah, so this is something a little bit different. So this is like the soft plastic. So it's like the kind of like the Storm collectible figures. So definitely you could get. It should not. Oh look, it separates too by itself there also. So definitely should. Oh, it does hinder a little bit because like it's glued down here. All right, so never mind. I was gonna say it shouldn't hinder articulation. going up, but it does. So you can't really get the arms fully up. You could if you want to take the risk of that ripping out. I'm not taking that risk. You could if you want with your figure. I'm pretty sure you could get it further up more, but then you start seeing that little seam there. So that's not a good look. You gotta tuck that back under there, mess around with this to hide that better. And then, all right, so let's see if you get double bend. Yep, you do get double bend at the elbow. So that's very nice. Good articulation right there. You do get twist at the upper bicep right here, as you can see. So you could get the flexing right here. And then you get, of course, the twist at the wrist, the pivot, everything like that. Let's see how far the arms can go. Pretty forward up. Let's see if they can go back. They can go pretty far back out. So, yep, nice articulation at the arms. Let's see if you can go. Yep, you can go this way. So, very good articulation of the arms. Not too much in there. I like the soft plastic they put there. Very malleable, so good to use and good to mess around with. Let's look at the waist. The waist, you do get twist at the upper, like above the belt, or the sash, or whatever you want to call it. And you actually get on the bottom too. So you get 2 points of articulation at the waist. So that's very good. Let's see how the bend is. So he can bend decent amount forward, not too much ab crunch going forward, and not too much going back. Most of it is in the neck. All right, so let's look at these legs real quick. The legs, let's see, can he do a split? Yes, Gohan can do a split. Not, you get that ugly joint there, but you're not gonna be seeing the figure from underneath, so that's good to know. Definitely can do the Hogan boot. And let's see, get the double bend. Yep, double bend the knees. You can do the whole head monster flying knee, and you get tear in there too, so that's nice. I like the way they kind of made that moving piece there, so it doesn't look as ugly. They hide the joints better, so definitely good job there. S.H.Figuarts did in this figure so far. Twist, you get twist a little bit at the actual waist area, the upper part of the leg, and then the upper thigh, you get twist too. It's definitely good. The feet, the legs, let's see, you get twist at, it's like the boot. The feet can go pretty decent down, good far amount up, and you get the the cool toe articulation. Definitely good articulation there. There you go. So there's the articulation for Gohan Beast. Looks cool. Love the articulation so far. Love what they did with the gi on the top. All right, so let's look at the accessories. And of course, I'm going to look at this piece first right here. Because I'm super happy that S.H.Figuarts gave us a blast effect. Because you guys know they barely give us blast effects. And that drives me nuts, man. But yeah, look at this thing. Look at the clearness. You can see how that clear that is. With the light, you can see the light like when it funnels around it. You can see how clear that goes. Let's zoom in again. There we go. That's beautiful, man. I like that. I like the way it looks. And it's on there pretty good. And I don't think, maybe I could be wrong, but it does come with a stand and everything. I don't think it will probably bend that much. And the stand rolled over here. So this is the stand right here. And that basically plugs in. You see a little peg hole right there. Plug that in there. And then you get the base right here. And just plug that in right there. And then basically just swap out the hand. For Gohan. Definitely gonna use this my final pose, and more likely my final pose of him in my display, because I love that blast effect. All right, he does come with the crossed arms. If you collect S.H.Figuarts, you know this is more of like a trend going forward now. I like the fact that they give us this option, and it looks seamless, so I like that. That's good. Because sometimes it depends on the actual character, the figure. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt to swap out, but usually it's not. Instant transmission for the forehead. You get a pair of the open hands, kind of like a blast blocking attacks. Same thing right here is more of like the open, but kind of like a gripping a little bit more. And then same thing right here, you get it, but just like the two-hand gripping. And then you get the face. This is if you want to get, I think you have to get special swap out pieces for over there. Pan does come with them. I'll probably use Pan in final pose, and I'll probably use one of these. But this is with the black hair before he turns to the beast. This is another beast mode where he's more of like a cocky. Just like his father. And then, in the movie, it's about time freaking Gohan like powers up, man. That dude he was cool against Cell, and then he became a punk afterwards, man. Like, I don't know. Another effect right there. And of course, you gotta have the yelling one. So there's the yelling one right there. Very cool. Those are usually simple to swap out. If I remember correctly, I think the head just comes out. Yep, there you go. So just pull the head out. Just like that. And you just pull it out. Swap out the other one. Don't want to do that yet because I'm going to keep them like that for the size comparison. All right, so there's everything. There's accessories, the cool blast effect, the cool figure with the good articulation. So let's go ahead and get some size comparison started. There we have Gohan standard default pose ready for size comparison. So let's get the size comparison started. First, I'm going to bring in, of course, his father, and this is the S.H.Figuarts Goku. So as you can see, Gohan, at least in this form, definitely got bigger than Goku and has outgrown his dad. But is he better than? No, he can never be better than Goku. Anyways, let's go ahead and bring another favorite of mine, and this is the S.H. Monster Arts Godzilla. Now, two different lines. I'm going to go ahead and bring in a 1/6 scale figure, and this is going to be the 1/6 scale 3-0 Game of Thrones Tyrion Lannister. There we go. And last but not least, I'm going to bring a Mezco 112 figure, and this is Mezco 112 Darkseid. So there we have a nice size comparison, just in case you have any of these other figures in your collection and you're thinking about picking up Gohan, you can see how he would fit in your collection or in your display. All right, let's go ahead and get the final thoughts and final poses started. So for this final pose, I wanted to include all the Gohans I have going through the early stages, basically as he develops to basically the man he becomes right now currently in this movie, which is the Dragon Ball Super Superhero. I forgot to mention the title of the movie earlier when I mentioned what his figure's from. But I did say it's from the new Dragon Ball Super movie, so it is from the new Dragon Ball Super movie. So anyway, I was 50-50%. Anyways, back to the figure. So as you see, I do have another Gohan. It's the one with the ripped up clothes, but he's the same age as the one with the robe and the white robe and coat, whatever you want to call it. So didn't want to include him in there just to make it more cluttered. But there you go. You got the kid Gohan. Oh, I actually have this when he's real small too. I forgot I have that. Oh, well, anyways. This is when he's younger, as he gets a little bit older, and then that's the other ones right there when he's more of the teenager, young adult. And I would say out of all these Gohans, my favorite is the one with the robe, cape, and the new Gohan Beast. This guy just looks so damn cool. It's Gohan's version of, in my opinion, I could be wrong, I could be right. This is just the way I see it when I first saw the movie. Is Gohan's, version of the Ultra Instinct. Just basically, maybe not as powerful as Goku's, but basically his version right there. Because, a lot of people kind of, and I was one of those that kind of made fun of Gohan. Not maybe made fun of Gohan, but kind of like lost interest in Gohan because, when he was a kid, he was badass. He was helping his dad out. He was strong. And as he got, older, I know he went more into the studies and stuff like that. And he wanted to become more human or have a human job type thing. But he gave up his training, became like kind of weak and stuff. He always, when the big fights came, he really didn't help out too much. But this one right here was the beast mode. This right here, man, was cool as hell, and I was happy to see this. Now, real quick, swapping out the headpiece, you actually have to pull the top of the hair off, and then you connect the face piece onto the hair, and then slide the hair, which has the face piece connected to it, onto the head. Now, be careful with that because that hair is pointy. I did poke myself. You don't get no blood. There was no blood drawn, but I did poke myself, so be careful with that. Second, to swap out those cross chest arms. Normally they were easy. For Jiren, I think on Jiren's the only figure I have that has the arms like that in my final display. But this one was a little tough. As you can see there, I really don't have it fully pegged in on that left shoulder. I could have spent more time, but I know in my final pose I'm not gonna have him with that on, so I just didn't want to take too much time and take the chance of breaking anything. So just be aware of that. It could just be me, user error. But I did have a little issue with that, and I do have 3 other figures that have that, so I didn't have issues before. So just pointing that out real quick. But I'm enjoying it so far. That's the only 2 negatives I can say about the figure so far. All right, let's go ahead and get the next final pose. So in this final pose, I want to include his daughter Pan, which is also a character from the Dragon Ball superhero movie. She was I think she was a P Bandai exclusive. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I could be wrong. But anyways, I picked her up, didn't do a review on her. I kind of forgot I still had her. But I did open her up for this review because she does come with that swappable head that Gohan currently has on him right now. And I definitely wanted to get that, at least in the kind of like one of the final poses of the review, since I'm not doing a review for Pan. I did a quick short for Pan for a quick unboxing if you want to check that out. But here we are, both of them right there with the exclusive headpiece. And I like that headpiece because it has like that comedic, like Gohan laughing, like, like he's doing that thing where he kind of wants to do this, but he doesn't. And, Pan puts him in that situation, being a daughter and everything. And I wanted to get that drink in there because I love the detail on that water bottle and wanted to make sure that accessory piece and this separate head gets some kind of shout out in the review. So kind of, you know, push people. If you want to get this head and get that figure, go ahead and pick up the pin. I want to support the Dragon Ball figures because, you know, I'm happy when they give us every character or mostly any other character, just something different, not the same character over and over. So I know some people were on the fence with Pan, but I do enjoy Pan. She's posability is pretty good. And just the swap of faces right here, the reaction she has, love them. And I love that headpiece. All right, let's get to the next and final pose. And finally, we have Gohan with that amazing blast effect. And I want to let you guys know, he can hold his stance with the blast effect attached without that base and stand with no problem, like basically the weight. That base and stand basically helps, I guess, keep the figure in one tack. Like, I can see if you don't use that base and stand, I can see the accessory piece, the blast effect, either breaking off at the finger piece or weakening that joint over time. So definitely use that standing base. But yeah, man, this blast effect is amazing. It's one of my favorites so far in Dragon Ball. It's just the color. I know it's a kind of resembles a little bit more of the, you know, like the, I forgot what it's called, the friend one Piccolo did. But anyways, just love the way it looks, and I'm happy that S.H.Figuarts, because you guys know if you collect Dragon Balls, they rarely give us the blast effects that we should get. And I'm just happy that they give us this one right here, and I'm hoping this is a trend going forward. I doubt it, but I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we get more blast effects with these characters and these figures, because, man, that's one reason. Imagine if you have all these blast effects, how much, like, battle scenes you can basically reenact in your display or just for the fun of it. So definitely, you know, looking forward to picking up the Comic-Con exclusive, the Gohan one that comes with Goku. That's going to be another piece put together. It's going to be looking so amazing. But yeah, man, I'm enjoying this figure. Everything was easy to swap out. Just be careful with the hair piece. It is pretty pointy, so when you swap that out, be careful. Swap out the heads was easy. The hands was easy. The articulation on him is amazing. I'm enjoying this figure more than I thought it was, so I'm happy I did pick him up and I didn't miss out on him and have to pay the Big Bad Toy extra prices. So definitely pick him up. If you're on the fence, I will say yes, grab him. I know you can't get him on P-Bandai no more, but he's still available at Big Bad Toy Store for pre-order, so I will say get him if you're on the fence. If you were so on the movie, then this is one you could probably skip. If you don't like this version of Gohan, then you can go ahead and skip it. But even if you don't like the movie, you like this version of Gohan, I'll say grab this guy because he is fun to mess with. And the fact that Pan comes with an accessory piece that, you know, adds to it, I love that fact right there. I love that right there. I love that little added flavor in there. But with that in mind, please hit that like, subscribe button, click that bell notification so you can be notified of upcoming reviews and watch-alongs and streams. With that in mind, like I said, if you're on the fence, if you enjoyed it, pick it up. If you're not, it's a pass. If you know, you can pass this one. It doesn't come with a huge amount of things. That blast effect is awesome. But if you didn't like the movie, then I guess you could pass on this. But I enjoyed the movie, and I'm enjoying this figure. So I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, please hit that like, subscribe button. Click that bell notification. And as always, subscribers. Well, yeah, subscribers and collectors and people. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. All right, collectors. With that in mind, keep collecting. Stay safe. Be good. Dale.